fact that we're getting duped, regardless of whether we actually are, because facts very frequently don't come into this. I mean, the view from Capitol Hill, in terms of the right and, you know, the folks who are much more skeptical of any possible deal with Iran, do they let up at any point in their skepticism and say, oh, this actually seems like a good bargain?
I mean, the difference is that imposing further sanctions is a really bipartisan issue and has been for the last couple of years. I mean, it passed by a really wide margin in the House. And so, you know, I think that what Menendez is trying to do and trying to argue is that if we impose further sanctions, it can be sort of, we can work into a sanctions bill room for a deal. And so that's where he is right now. That's where he's arguing right now. Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean, it makes sense. And for him, it's, you know, any bill that emerges from a Democratic Senate will have to take that into consideration. You can't just go out there and undermine your president and foreign policy. So if they do a new sanctions bill, it will give Obama the time to see this deal through if it works. And then maybe they can go back and revert and say, okay, we don't need to do the sanctions.
It is a work in progress, a fluid situation. We have to take a break. But when we come back, some members of the right flank would have you believe that happy holidays is an affront to their way of life. But while the culture warriors battle the so-called war on Christmas, millions of Americans fight just to have a Christmas. We will discuss just ahead.